My pipes, Sadaki. Hello everyone, how are we all? Well, I'm back with another kit. This is one of the newer ones called Serene Scenes. If you saw my last video, which was the haul that I got with all the kits in it, you'll have had a brief look at it, but never mind if you didn't see that, because I'm going to be showing it to you now anyway. So this is a lovely one because the cards feel like watercolour paper, but obviously much stiffer, and obviously the designs look like watercolours, and they're absolutely gorgeous. So the coordinating colours for this are Cloud Cover, Fresh Freesia, Grey Granite, Misty Moonlight, Mossy Meadow, Old Olive, Pecan Pie, Petal Pink and Secret Sea. So let us see now. One of the stamps is Happy Father's Day, and one of the cards shows Happy Father's Day. I'm not going to make any of those because it's July now and neither of us has any fathers to give any cards to anyway anymore, and it's a long time until next June when it's Father's Day. So I shall probably leave off a sentiment on that one, but I shall do, I'm not sure exactly what I'm going to do, because I'd quite like to use these as birthday cards. So hello and you did it. Don't really cut the mustard. So I shall have to see what I do with those. So what I'm just going to do is I'm going to make the cards but not do any of the sentiments, and I'm also going to follow the instructions and decorate the envelopes, because I like the idea of decorating envelopes. So let's start. I tell you what, let's turn this to the first. Actually, if I turn it to the page where it shows you all the bits that you need for each card, that'll be easier. Okay, so let's get everything out so we can see what's what. Okay, you can go up there. I've got my Simply Chamois ready for if I do any stamping. There by the looks of it. Oh yeah, well I'll do that, the bit of stamping on the envelopes. So I might do those first, and then that's hopefully most of the stamping out the way, because these sentiment banners are quite small and I'd have to spend a little bit of time looking through all of my stamp sets to see if I've got anything small enough to fit on these, which I probably have, but I'm not going to do that just at the moment. So you've got your die cut trees and these little bushes down there and the banners, and then again the cards, which are absolutely gorgeous. It's that lovely hammered card, that's what it's called. It's got that lovely texture on it that feels like watercolour. So we've got this lovely sunset, I would say, with the lovely little bushes. So we'll have one of those. So there's 3 of those. Then there's 3 of these, which if you watch my previous video you'll know that my husband's nan, when we first took her to Norfolk, couldn't believe the size of the fields in Norfolk, because they are enormous, and that reminds me of Norfolk, excuse me. We were singing last night in the concert. Oh, that's better. And today I'm a bit croaky, because some composers seem to think that altos can hit a top F. Well, I can, as long as I only have to hit it and then come back down again. But there are quite a few, I can't remember which one it was, because we did 6 different pieces, and then we had some soloists in between doing various bits, but there were a couple of places. It might have been in the Te Deum by Bizet, I think it was Bizet's Te Deum, and there were quite a few places where you had to hit a top F and stay there, and no. I prefer singing down here. I'm contemplating joining the basses, except they've got plenty. They don't need any more singers in the bass section of our choir. And I can't be a soprano because I can't hit the top Fs very often. I mean, I can, like I said, I can get there with a following wind and a cue at the end of the month. But to stay up there, oh no. And then there's this third one, which is a landscape, which is gorgeous. And that reminds me of Suffolk as well. Although there are hills in the background, so that doesn't remind me of Suffolk, because there aren't any hills in Suffolk. Anybody who's ever lived there or been there, it's quite flat. So actually that could be somewhere Somerset way. Yeah, so we've got Somerset, Norfolk, and oh, that could be anywhere. Let's say Suffolk for that one. So Suffolk, Norfolk, and Somerset. I mean, you know, who knows where they're actually based on, or they're just some figment of somebody's imagination. Right, so I will need one of these frames. Oh, I haven't shown you. There's 3 lots of different frames. There's this one, which I'm assuming is that way up because the green is at the bottom. So I've got one of those. There's 3 of these, which I will put there, and where's the other one? There's the other one. And 3 of these. Oops, so I've got 1 each of those, so I will remove the middle of those. And then of course you've got these to use, which are gorgeous. And I'm sure if you're that way inclined and you can do watercolouring, you could actually do some watercolouring on them. Unfortunately, I am not that way inclined. Not for lack of trying. I bought myself a, you know, proper pad of watercolour paper, and I bought myself a proper set of watercolours. No. Between my brain and my hand, no, the pathways are not there. So I gave the watercolour set to my daughter. I don't know if she's still got it. I expect she has. Now, yes, I'm going to use this block that came with the kit. And there are some sticky dots and the ubiquitous dimensionals. Now it came with a grey granite Stampin spot, like that. Well, that one. But I'm going to use my full size ink pad because I prefer them. Anybody who's watched more than 2 of my videos will know I'm not keen on the Stampin spots. You know, they have their uses. Oh, that's better. They have their uses, but not for me. Okay, oh, and these are the stamps, if I haven't shown you those already. So if I show you the piece of paper that comes with them, it's easier to see what they say. So we've got congratulations, I'm so grateful to have you in my life. You did it. Hello, happy Father's Day. There's a little pattern thing there, sort of like Hessian. I would say a little tree. It looks like a tiny, tiny Christmas tree. And then just a note to let you know how much you're appreciated. So the larger ones obviously won't fit in any of these. But the You Did It, Hello and Happy Father's Day do. But as I said, I want to use them for birthday cards. So I will have to make the cards and then leave that bit until I can find something small enough to go in that says happy birthday or words to that effect. Yeah, so we'll see what happens. So now I need to work out which one goes with which one. Oh, it's pretty obvious, isn't it? That one goes with that card. And the little square one goes with that one. And this one goes with that one. But I think before I start, I will do the envelopes. Now, do they actually give the instructions for the envelopes? Yes, right at the end. So I'm going to need 2 blocks for this really, so let's get another block out. That one I think will do for the little tree. So, little tree. Oh, that's probably too big, but it'll do. Oh, and then I need a piece of paper. Oh, I've got loads of paper here. I've got my order confirmation there, so I can use that. And the little Hessian sort of thing, pattern thing, which actually has got words behind it as well, I noticed. And all you can just about make out is more than and we. But yeah, I don't know. Oh, what was that? Oh, sorry, there was a noise outside my window, but I think it's next door putting some rubbish out in their bin. Okay, so that's that. So then I need the envelopes. So they suggest I need to stamp them out first, make sure that I've got enough ink coverage. And with this stamp, I suppose it doesn't even matter if you don't get proper ink coverage, because it's one of those sort of it's one of those sort of stamps. Oh, let me do this so you can actually see what I'm stamping. Okay, so roughly, oh, maybe that way round. I don't think it matters. I'll go back that way. So roughly about there. Because obviously you need to make enough room for a proper address. Oh, see, that didn't stamp properly. But I'm going to be putting trees over the top, so hopefully nobody will notice. Let me just give that one a wipe. So I'm going to do that stamp first on all 9 envelopes. That's probably because I was messing about and it's dried up a bit. Give it a good old press. That's better. Right. Oh. And anyway, whoever gets this won't know unless they're a Stampin' Up! Demonstrator themselves. They won't know if these haven't stamped out as well as they could have done. Okay. So that's 2, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Okay, that's that bit. So I suppose technically I didn't need to get another stamping block out. I could have used the same one, but I prefer to use ones that are sort of more similar to the size of the actual stamp. And now of course I can't find, here they are. Oh dear. Is it my age, or is it just that sometimes you can't see things when they're right in front of you? I'll go with that. Okay, so now we need to do the tree. I think we need to do a couple of those, looking at the picture. Oh, that's quite nice actually. That would look lovely in green. Definitely looks like a little Christmas tree. So yeah, so let me look at the picture again. So a couple of these, one about there. Can you see that? Yeah, right in the corner of the lens, aren't I? Try and do it more centrally, Cam. Right, okay, and then about there. There you go. That's nice. Right, so that's one. Oh, hang on. I've put those cards there. Now I've got my fan on because it's quite warm today. It's overcast, but it's got quite warm this afternoon. So I hope my fan isn't making too much noise, but it's quite a quiet one. It's one of those ones from I haven't said what's the company called. Must Have Ideas, and it's round, and it comes about that sort of size, that sort of round, and then about that deep, because you've got the base, and then you pull the head up, and then you can extend it. You can't see me extending. You can extend it so it stands on the floor, and when I'm sitting down it comes up to my shoulder nearly, and it's great. It doesn't rotate though. That's the only thing I would say that goes against it, but it is very nice, very quiet. And it's it's rechargeable. So you can, and it lasts for 13 hours on one charge. So you can use it all night and then charge it up during the day. And then you're ready to go if it's hot again at bedtime. Oh, hang on, I picked up two there. Oh, this is the first one that I didn't do a very good job of stamping, but that's fine because, as I said, the tree's going to go over it. And nobody will be any the wiser. Just be between you and me. Oop. Okay, only 3 more to go. I know this is probably a bit boring for you, but I want to get the stamping out of the way. I mean, I could turn you off and turn you on again when I finish, but as I've nearly got to the end, it's not worth it now. And you can always fast forward, can't you? That's the good thing about YouTube. A lot of the people that I watch are sponsored by various people, so I always fast forward through those advert bits because it's generally something I'm not remotely interested in. Hey, there we go. So that's all the envelopes done. I'll just wipe that on my Simply chamois. Oh, missed a bit. There we go. Right, so let's get that back on there. Then I can put those back in there. Okay, so stamping blocks over there. Put ink away, because you know what'll happen. Somebody's going to stick their paws in. Right, so ink blocks over there. Paper back over there. And instructions for the first card. Now, so just double check that I haven't got, well, I've only got a little bit on that finger, but that'll be alright. Don't want to get ink because these are so gorgeous. I don't want to spoil them. So the first one is the one that I am calling Norfolk. So this also wants me to stamp just a note to let you know how much you're appreciated inside. Well, I'm not going to do that because, as I said, I want to use these as birthday cards. You could put that in a birthday card, I suppose, but I shan't. Okay, so it says I need one of the trees. Okay, one of the trees with a Stampin' Dimensional on the back. About there. That'll do. Then, oh! Okay, it also wants me to stamp the one that I've put on the envelopes, this one wants me to stamp that one across there and then put my little sentiment over the top of that. Now, do I want to do that? Do I do that? Oh yeah, I do that on the others as well. Okay, I'll do that. I will do that. That I will do. Right. Okay, I'll get my ink back out then. See, it always pays to look at the instructions before you start, but you know, when you've just opened the box, you don't, do you? Especially if I don't want to have to edit the video. I'm not really a video editor, because yeah, I can just about do the bits that I need to do. That's it, really. Okay, so let's go with that then. So that wants a stamp on this across here. Now, actually, does it also want me to do it across the frame? Let me have a look. No, it doesn't. Okay, so a little bit across there. There. That white and leave that over there. But keep the ink well away from where I'm going to stick my mucky paws all over it. Okay, and then this frame needs to have dimensionals on the back. So let's do them nice and even. Oh, picked up two. And then one in the middle up there. And one there, and then two down the sides. And two more down this side. Super. And then the tree goes here. Let's get me tweezers so I don't squish it. So the tree goes about, have I taken the, yeah I have. Suddenly thought, have I taken the back off? Yes, you have. Okay, so if I put the tree about there, that's that bit. Oh, will I have, oh, have I put a thing where there's, it's upside down anyway, so there we go. Is that right? Let me have a look at the big picture on the front. Yeah. Yeah, that looks okay. So I can slide that in slightly. And then of course you've got to match up the line of the green on the frame with the line of the green on the actual card. So let's just do that. Whew. I don't know if I've ever mentioned, but we've got a miniature railway on West Shore here in Llandudno. It's absolutely delightful, and they're celebrating 75 years of the railway society that runs it. Although they haven't had I don't think they've had miniature railway running for 75 years, but it's just the engineering society has been. Oh, no, don't want you to attach yet. And it's, yes, this 75th anniversary. So we went down there this morning, had to go on the train. Oh, they're lovely. It's a very narrow gauge. I think it's probably about that wide. I mean, I'm not kidding. It's very narrow. And then the train sits over. Well, you sit over it, and it's great. It's great fun. I might be 65 on the outside, but inside I'm still 5. Love it. Plus, when we were coming away, oh, I've messed that up. Okay, I put it too far over, and so the thing's gone on top of the tree, the other dimensional. I'm sure nobody will notice if I don't tell them. So that's the first one. Oh, you know what I've forgotten to do? Pamela's forgotten to burnish the card. So yes, so we went on that this morning. Oh yes, and as we were coming away, I saw a man sitting on an orange moped, and I thought, that looks like my old Honda Express that I had in 1979. And it was. And it was, no, he said it was 44 years old, so it's, yeah, he bought it from new the year after I sold mine, because I was moving from one side of the country to the other, and it was going to be difficult to get it there, because there was no way I was going to ride it all the way, and at the time couldn't afford to get a proper van or anything, because neither of us, well, Kevin had only just passed his driving test and I'd not long passed mine, so there's no way we would have been able to have hired a van. And yeah, we didn't know, we hadn't got the sort of family that would offer to do that for us, so I sold it. But oh, it was lovely, and it's the same colour as the one I had. It was orange, and yeah, it said he bought it from new and it was still going. I've never seen one since I sold mine in 1981, so that was lovely. But we always enjoy going to the miniature railway. Okay, so the next one is the square one. Now, this one wants me to put one of these little bushes about here. Oh, about there. Okay, but this time I shall work out where the dimensionals have to go. Oh dear, I'm definitely losing my mind. Right, okay. So if I put that, oh no, don't do that, because it wants me to do some stamping again. It wants me to stamp one across there, and then another one up here. Okay, wipe that. Now I can put that on. I won't bother with my tweezers for this one. Okay, so this can then go there, and then this is going to go along here. So like that, I think it will, yep, that will suffice. So I don't, if I put my finger there, then I know I don't want to put any dimensionals in that area. So if I do the ones on this side first, so one at the bottom there. Oh, I didn't mean to take that off. And one there. That's fine. Okay. Yeah, this one I don't need so many because it's square. One at each corner. And then one in the middle. Ooh. And one in the middle. still got that gap there, so that's good. Right, I've taken that one off by a mistake. Oof. Oh, I've missed one, I haven't put one there. I bet you were all going, you've missed one. Right, okay, now we're all right. Pick that one up and put it in my jar. So it's just those two that need the backing off. Oh. Okay, so green goes down there, and need to match that bit up with that bit. That's better. That's a much better fit. I've done it again, haven't I? There you go. Let's burnish that. So that's that one. That looks really nice. So stick that one up there. Right, now burnish it before you start. Makes it a lot easier when you're using dimensionals. Okay, so that fits that way round. And what do I need to do with this one? This doesn't need any extras other than the stamping. Oh no, it does, it does. It wants another one of these little trees. And, oh, there we go. So, is that the same tree that I put on the other one? It's funny, they look different when you take them out than when they're actually attached to the paper. I suppose it's because the colour continues around the outside. Right, so I will put this, stamp first. Stamp first. So this wants one right at the bottom here. And then another one about there. See, these are the sort of things that I wouldn't think to do normally if I was stamping, to have these funny little accenty bits. Let me close the ink pad before I do anything drastic. Okay, yes, I can definitely put this away now, can't I? Okay, so that can go back in there. And then I need to put the tree in place. So the tree goes... Where does the tree go? The tree goes here. So when this is on top, I don't actually need any on this side. I don't need any dimensionals on this side because the tree will hold that up. So I just need to put them on the corners. Sorry, slurp of tea time again. Oh, some cups of tea are just the best. Okay, and the corners, and two along the top. Oh, that's no good, is it? I've just done it so it's gone right over the edge. Okay, so that's stuck down now. I will just get a pair of scissors and just cut that bit back. There we go, I'll chuck that in there because it's hardly worth the effort of keeping that bit. Right, now does that mean I won't actually get one? Maybe I need to cut these in half. I'll cut them in half and then I know they'll fit. There we go. In fact, one of my ones that's on the corner is sticking out a little tiny bit, so I'll just snip that bit back as well. If you do it so that it's sort of a slight diagonal cut, then it cuts into it that way. Right, and oh, I need another half. There we go. And I will need one in the middle on that side. Oh, there we go. So that's the other half of that. That's good, but that side I don't need it because it'll be resting on the tree. Good, right. Oh. Oh, gosh. Right, I think when I finish this video, I'm going to stop. I probably said in a previous video that we'd had a concert recently, and I was finding it quite tiring. It's the standing up, having to stand up straight and hold your music as well. Yeah, it can be fun. Right, so let's see if that, yeah, that looks good to me. There we are. Yeah, super duper. And I've done the envelopes, so I did those first. And I'm not going to stamp any of the sentiments because none of them are a happy birthday, which is what I particularly want to use these cards for. Now, I've got some sticky dots. What sticky dots for? That must be for the little sentiments. Yes, it is. It's for the sentiments. Because some of them you'll put a sticky dot on one side and a dimensional on the other. Okay, that's fine. As long as I know what that's for, I can use those next time. Right, so that then is that. So that is this one, which I think we said was Somerset. And this one, which we thought, well, I thought was Suffolk. And this one, which is Norfolk. I mean, it's not, but we can pretend. I'm just going to burnish that a little bit more, just to make it, that's better, sits a bit flatter then, and that one. There we go, so that's 3 cards from Serene Scenes kit, which is absolutely gorgeous, and it really is like having watercolour pictures. They're lovely. So, you know, you can make these and people will go, oh, did you paint that yourself? Of course, people who know me will not ask that because they know I can't paint. I can paint with a roller. I'm great with a big paintbrush. Can do me cutting in. But I can't do watercolours. So, there we go. That's that one for today. See you next time. Hwyl am y tro.